Hare Krishna. So these harsh words are compared to the
Owls and crickets.
the sound of owls in cricket. So you can see that they are not at all pleasant, and they have a very bad impact on us. So similarly, but we forget how when we speak with others, we forget about this. When it impacts us, we don't like it at all. We detest it. But unfortunately, what happens is that we are not mindful or watchful about how our words are when we address it to others. That is something very very important. Even if we are speaking the truth, Prabhupada said that Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat. You have to talk truth also in a very pleasant way so that everyone can be benefited. Not that they become so upset and go away. What is the use of such a truth? Truth which is pleasing to the heart so that everyone will be elevated. They will want to follow the truth. Or, in the name of calling the truth to people, we don't hurt them unnecessarily. We don't try to say that I'm trying to correct you, and because I'm on the truth, so you have to listen to me. That is a, I mean, we can say that in a very nice way also, and that is in the mode of goodness. And what happens is, maybe sometimes their inner this thing is aroused, because that's the better way of it's a tougher way, but it's more brahmanical to elevate people through pleasant words which can make them sit up and think about the truth, rather than it's easier to just chastise and then in the mode of passion and say that you have done a wrong and this is what it is. And sometimes there's heavy name calling. And so when we I mean that if it is done in the mode of passion, then it creates bad feelings. And and it doesn't we don't get the necessary results also. So we have to be very careful about how we address our words, and this requires a lot of self control, self analysis. And and that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always was very very sweet in his dealings with everyone. Even if he did, I mean, it's not that he was loose in his I mean, he was the strictest. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most strict in all his, in his standards, the kind of complete surrender, the complete love that he demands is on the highest platform. And yet he achieves all this because of the sweetness that he displays. Everyone is very much attracted to him. And then they are ready to follow him to the highest standard. So definitely in Kali Yuga, there are going to be these frayed tempers are there. People get irritated, upset over a trifle, smallest of things. People get very very upset and angry, even devotees. So we need to check out on these harsh words that we are using. And sometimes it's very the next verse is actually talking about taking shelter of the riches and wealth that we have got through our pious activities. This is a nice kind of enjoyment, or a kind of it keeps the mind intoxicated. And so then we don't care about what effect we do on others. We're not bothered about other people's feelings. And so that's why, and the remedy for this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given: Trinadapi Sunichena, Tarurapi Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Being more humbler than a blade of grass. That will enable us to actually see other people's perspectives as well. Try to put ourselves in their shoes and see what is the effect I'm giving them. What are they undergoing, and what am I, doing to them? That kind of empathic empathy, listening, and everything comes because of humility. And so we have to cultivate it. Uh, and then what happens is we will see that we'll see the effect of pleasant words, how sweet words can inspire people. And it has a it's a very much required for our own spiritual advancement, because there are many times when we can get provoked, because people are all the time doing something or the other, not exactly to our liking, or according to, they may be different points of view, or people may be envious also, or they may be slack in their behavior, whatever may be the trigger or provocation for getting angry and using hurtful words. Those are, but if we control it and say that, I mean, only try to put whatever it is in a nice, pleasant way, then it will have immediately the required result, that people will be ready to change themselves, transform, or at least they will think twice about what they did, or at least they will not be upset or hurt and go away, which is not what we want to achieve. So, um, I mean, on the one hand, here it is talking about how in the material life we suffer because of listening to harsh words, but we should not be the source of creating these harsh words for others, because this is this karma theory, this law of retribution keeps on working, that whatever you did in the past comes back to you, and whatever you give now will come back to you. So sometimes we also wonder, why am I getting all these harsh words for no reason? There is definitely a reason, because you have done it without much attention to other people sometime. And so we don't want to continue the chain, and we don't also want to create cause suffering for others. On the other hand, we want them to genuinely see our point of view, understand it, or I mean, whatever it is. If we feel there is that you want them to listen to your point of view, there is another way which is very harmonious, and in this way we can make this world a better place and more divine and God conscious. Hare Krishna.